Hello there, and welcome to the continuation of our attack on this large convoy. In the previous episode, we have struck 2 ships with torpedoes, this tanker in the foreground with 2 of them. Then we managed to evade the enemy escorts, we were not detected, and are now starting our return to the surface. Join me now as we try to figure out how successful our attack actually was. Welcome back. We have actually managed to escape without being detected, which is awesome. And it sounds like the enemy escorts, they have broken off the search. They are heading away, which is really great. I mean, the nearest sound contact is a warship moving fast at long range now, bearing 225. There it is. They're getting out of here. However, something seems to be seriously wrong with the explosives in my torpedoes, because so far, and it has been quite a time now, so far none of the 2 ships have gone down. We have hit 2 ships, one of them with 2 torpedoes, and both did not go down. So I'm going back up to periscope depth to see for myself what is going on. And well, the warship is quite far away now, so I think we can also increase our speed a bit. Secure from silent running. Yeah, there we go. Increase our speed a little bit here, so that will help us to get up there a little bit faster. I also might want to start torpedo reloads. So these 2 are going in the tubes. Let's do tubes 1 and 4. Yeah. You can go in there and help reload those. Excellent. I need to exchange you. There we are. Any change in the behavior of the escort? He slowed down a bit.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Schleichfahrt. Beide Maschinen kleine Fahrt. 50 Umdrehung.
Go slow.
Beide Maschinen machen 50 Umdrehungen.
I want to know what's going on. Did he hear me? I hope he didn't. Constant distance 259. So you are closest. What is that here behind me? So he's still steaming ahead. He's not slowing down. Okay.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
In that case, continue.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
So, getting to periscope depth is gonna take quite some time, since we are going so slow. And reloading these torpedoes is also gonna take some time, 20 minutes. So, let's take another little break here, and I'll bring you back once I'm up there and can actually see what's going on. Alright, we are back at periscope depth. Let's go up there and take a quick look. What's going on here? Well, first of all, the day is ending. It's not gonna be too long before the sun sets. Oh, will you look at that? Okay, that's one of them. I think it's completely stationary. Turn towards that. There. There's the convoy. So this here looks like the merchant that we hit. So that over there must be the tanker that is on fire. But it's still floating. It's still floating and it's still with the convoy. Now there's little I can do. We are still reloading the other tube here. There is very little I can do here. But this thing here, we can sink that. Certainly. I think I will proceed to close the distance with this thing here. And then we are gonna take a look to see if it is armed or not. And if it is not armed, then we can sink it with the deck gun, or if it is very lightly armed, maybe. But that thing back there, that's a shame. That's a real shame. It doesn't look like it is lagging behind the convoy. That thing looks... yeah, it looks like it's really inside the convoy still. And that means I'm not gonna get at it. To maybe sink that thing, I would have to re-attack the convoy basically. But that just won't work because we are already quite close to Gibraltar, so I don't think we will have enough time to get to them before they get way too close to Gibraltar for my liking. Nighttime is approaching, but the escorts do have radar. So, yeah. I don't think we will be able to sink that thing, which is a real shame. It really is. Okay, everybody seems to be very far away now, so we can speed up.
Große Fahrt voraus.
We are gonna speed up. I'm gonna close the distance with this thing before the darkness sets in, so that I can do a damage assessment and formulate a plan for an attack. Maybe I will fire a torpedo at it. Maybe I'll use my gun. We'll see. But first I need to get over there and have a look. Oh, what a shame this is. It's on a lot of fire. I mean, there's still a chance that it will go down. But that chance is extremely slim. If it didn't go down by now and a lot of time has passed, then I don't think it will go down at all. Oh well. Okay, I'll close the distance with that thing, we'll take a good look at it, and formulate a plan for a follow-up attack here. So, here we are again, basically back at the place from where we launched the torpedoes earlier, well, more or less. But now, we have a ship in front of us that we are gonna take a look at. So, first of all, slow down the boat. We are going a bit too fast here. I've taken a look occasionally while I have closed the distance, and I'm sad to report that the convoy has departed. They are out of sight. I think I can still hear them. There they are. But they are now very far away. So chasing after them really is not economical. I'd say that they're about maybe already 30 kilometers away. Yeah, they are way too close. I think they are too close to make this really viable here. It's too dangerous. And even if I should get in a position ahead of the convoy again, I have only 2 torpedoes and a stern tube that I can fire. Taking the risk, braving those escorts just to maybe finish off the tanker with 1 torpedo, maybe damaging another ship with another one. It's the risk-reward calculation just doesn't add up. But let's take a look at this one in front of us. There it is. Okay, we are going slow. So we are free to take a good look at it. And we see that it is indeed armed. There's a gun in the stern. I expected as much. What's... Is that a gun? Yeah, I think that's an anti-aircraft gun right there. So there's probably another one on the other side. I see machine guns up on the bridge there. And another gun in the bow. This thing is heavily armed. But it's dead in the water. And I see why. So you see there's black smoke rising, but there's also white smoke rising. So I think what happened is that our torpedo has hit the boilers, and the white stuff that you see, that's actually steam. That's evaporating water that is rising with the heat from the fire. We have knocked out their boilers. This ship is not making any speed. Now what do I do? Do I fire... Do I use up another torpedo? Or do I distance myself and use the deck gun? Honestly, I wouldn't want to use a torpedo if I can avoid it. I've already used so many torpedoes, and well, after I sink this one, it will be only the second ship of this patrol sunk. I'd prefer to use the deck gun, but how can we achieve that? I mean, this thing looks absolutely horrible. A few hits and this thing should be going down. But how can we get those hits in safely? It's a good question. It's a British ship, yeah. That's a really good question. So the stern is very deep in the water. They've taken on water in the stern, okay. What can we do? I could try to head to a point from where at maximum only one of the guns on this ship can engage me. Then I can surface and start to shoot. And I think I need only 2 or 3 hits, maybe 4 or 5, to convince this thing to go down. Wait, what's that, by the way? Oh, that's a gun director. That's a rangefinder there. Oh. And yeah, that's definitely an... Is it an anti-aircraft gun or is it something bigger? It looks big. So they even have a rangefinder there. Now, is that a rangefinder to be used against aircraft? I mean, this thing has a heavy anti-aircraft armament, when you think about it. But I guess they can also use that rangefinder against surface targets to get accurate shots in. And they are a stable gun platform. As much as I would like to use the gun, I think what I have to do is to use the torpedo.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Come to the... Yeah, come to starboard. I'm gonna position myself for a stern tube shot. We are gonna sink this thing with another torpedo. I'm not gonna risk a gun duel here with a ship that is heavily armed and probably quite accurate with its shots. That doesn't sound like a great idea. So I'm gonna position myself for an attack with the stern tube. Like going down here also. And as soon as the torpedo is impacted and we have confirmation that this ship is going down, I will surface and we are running back out to sea, back into our patrol area. I think that should be alright. So for now, let's go ahead and dip down a little bit lower into the water. I don't want to create any ripples on the surface of the water. So we are gonna go down, and then we are gonna increase our speed. We'll gain some distance, get ready for a shot, and that will be it for that ship. Okay, we are diving. We are diving nicely. There we go. Okay. Increase our speed.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
I don't need to get away very far. We'll be there in a very short time. Now, one thing could happen here. Once I strike this ship with another torpedo, some of the escorts could be coming back. So I really want to hit it and to really get away out of here. Preferably on the surface. So that I can put as much distance between myself and that thing as possible. But we'll see. We will see soon enough. Yeah, just a few hundred meters to distance myself a little bit from that thing. We still have a lot of battery power, that's great. The upgraded batteries are... I think it's noticeable that there's a difference. I have been going at quite some speed for a long time and we aren't even down 1/4. So that's good. That's really good, in fact. Okay, let's use a little bit of time compression here. Just so that you don't have to wait for too long. And since that ship is completely stationary, hitting it should be child's play. Unless I have a torpedo malfunction. That would be bad. But we'll see. Okay, I think this is good enough to take a first look. Up to periscope depth we go.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Auf Seerotiefe gehen.
Dive planes up. Nice. And we are rising. Rising to the surface. Okay, I'm gonna go into the conning tower. And onto the attack periscope. So the target will now be somewhere behind us. So let's make sure that we look that way. Let's see where we are in relation to it. Oh, that's a nice broadside shot. Yeah, this is good enough. This is absolutely good enough. The boat is still rising a little bit, so let's not overdo things. I want to come a little bit right. Get me a few degrees right. Just to make it really easy for my torpedoes. That's good. There we go, rudder 0, nice. Okay, let's start setting things up. We are gonna use tube 5. Range, well, it doesn't really matter because I'll just be shooting straight. The speed is 0. Depth. Depth will be, well, first of all, let's set it to impact. Depth we are gonna set to 5 meters. I think I will try to hit the rear of the ship here, which is already quite submerged, just to really finish it off. Or should I try for the front? The front is still very much afloat. So if I hit the rear again, it might take on much more water and it might just go down by the rear. If I hit the front, I'm not quite sure what will happen. I think the rear is the safer bet here. Unless the rear is all... No, it doesn't look like the rear is already completely flooded. Then that thing wouldn't be afloat anymore. So we are gonna go with the rear. Absolutely we are. Okay, come right a little bit.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad Steuerbord.
No, actually come left.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 1 Grad Backbord.
Swing the stern. I want this place here, where these vents are, basically. That's where I would like to hit this thing. Or maybe here below the container is a better place. Okay, torpedo is set to impact. Speed slow, which is fine. Can set it to... let's go with slow. Maybe that will decrease the chances of a torpedo failure. Let's open the tube. Standing by. Standing by to fire.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Ruder 0 Grad.
Straighten it out. And fire.
Rohr 5. Alles im Wasser.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm not sure, but that looked like the torpedo was going awfully deep. I don't have... yeah, I have only torpedoes in the external reserve left. Or if I'm losing another torpedo on this thing without sinking it. Don't do this to me. Will I have to use one of my bow tubes? Really? God damn it. Damn.
Jawohl,
Turn
Herr
around.
Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 336.
I can't believe how... I didn't say anything. Nope. Everything's fine.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 264.
Turn the boat around. Let's get out of here. Now, are they sinking finally? If not, I'm not gonna use another torpedo. I'm just gonna shoot it with the deck gun then, in the darkness. But I think they should be going there now. That was another massive explosion in the already damaged rear of the ship. That should drive the point home and sink it. I'm surprised it's not sinking immediately. Or is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. Down periscope. And let's go down to 15. Increase our speed.
Neue Tiefe 1,5 Meter. Volle Fahrt voraus.
We need to get away from here. There could be escorts coming back this way. That torpedo that we just fired left a very visible trail on the surface pointing directly towards us. So we better get away from this position. Let's see, we are going to course 262. I want to be... yeah, about 3.5 kilometers seems good. I think we'll take a look at this thing earlier, but that's really where I will start to feel safe. I don't think a destroyer will search that far and escort. But I still hope that this thing is going down. I really do. So, we are gonna take another short break and see what happens. Alright, we have waited a little bit. but there was no message that that thing is going down, so let's take a look. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, maybe hitting the stern was the wrong idea, because it's still afloat. Damn it. Down periscope. I need to figure out something. I don't even hear the convoy anymore. On the one hand that's good, on the other of course bad. But we are not gonna catch up to them again. So, yeah. The good thing is though, there doesn't seem to be an escort coming back this way. So here's what we'll do now. Where's the periscope? Are we behind that thing now? That's pretty much a yes. Okay, turn towards it. We are gonna turn towards it. We are gonna speed up. And we will then surface and engage with our deck gun. I'm not gonna use another torpedo to sink that thing. We are gonna do it like this. Okay, by the way, let me take a quick look through the observation periscope. I need to slow down a little bit. I wanna take a look at the skies. Just to be sure that there's nothing coming my way. Doesn't look like it. I think we are good to surface. It is getting dark now. In just a few minutes it will be very dark. Want to get a few shots into that thing before it's completely dark. But I don't think we have to fear any aircraft at this time of day. Down periscope. Increase our speed. Let's get ready for this. Still turning, but I think we are good to surface. Surface the boat.
Vorne um 10, hinten kommen auch auf 5.
Here we go. Yeah, we are just ending our turn. Excellent. Perfect timing. Okay, switch over to the engine. Let's go up there and take a look at the situation. Slow down our boat. Do not recharge batteries now. Okay. Man the deck gun. That there is your target, guys. Merchant spotted. Yeah, I know. Do engage it. Let's go. Well. Nah, you're free to fire. That first shot missed. Where did that go? Guys, you can do that better. Yeah, there you go. Let's see, we have a gunner on the gun, that's good. Let's get a few guys back in here to rest a little bit. Some near misses. But it's only a short matter of very little time before the first shells start to impact. Guys, don't disappoint me. By the way, hydrophone. I don't need you on station right now. can do better, guys. There we go. That's looking good. Impact. So, let's see. One hit. It's still afloat. Here comes the next one. Good hit. Fire on deck. Very nice. We have an additional fire. At this point we are gonna rapidly send it to the bottom. Waterline hit. Very nice. And no return fire for now. I spoke too soon. That went way too far. Good, another waterline hit. I'm presenting a very narrow profile to them. As I said, just a few hits and this thing is sure to go down. Another good hit on the stern. That should suppress the gun a little bit, I hope. Oh, very near miss. Something detonated, I think. Or did they launch a flare, maybe? That looked weird. That was close. Might have to alternate my speed and course really soon here. Another near miss. But here we go. Good hit. They are still shooting. Spirited defense that they are putting up. Oh, well, once again, very close. Okay, they are starting to bracket me here. I'm gonna speed up soon. Ah, once again, just flew over the stern. But here we go, here's another good hit. Good one. Another good one. Yeah, that's our signal to turn away. We are getting into the range of their anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, we don't want that. I don't want anything to do with that. There was a good hit. Something detonated on the stern. Torpedo tube damaged. Okay, we are taking a little bit of damage here, but it's fine. That's only superficial damage, that will be repaired very quickly. Can't believe that thing is still afloat. I can't believe it. Okay, we are starting to come around. We are now gonna distance ourselves from that thing. Shots going over our bow. Didn't expect these anti-aircraft guns to have such a long range, but that's okay. Well, there we go. Okay, gunners should have line of sight again, I hope. You can put a few more rounds into that thing. While I'll take a look at the damage that was inflicted upon us. Let's get a repair crew going here. No, just fix that. Okay, slow down the build. You guys keep missing quite a lot. There's no more fire from the gun on the stern. Maybe we have taken it out. It's possible. There was a big explosion on the stern. Another hit. I know some of you are now writing into the comments, I could take over the gun myself. Of course I could. But you know, it is normal, I think, for a gun crew to miss a few shots here and there at this range. If I take over the gun, I'm gonna hit every single shot. I literally am gonna hit every single shot. And the thing is, here in Silent Hunter, it looks a bit ridiculous how they are missing wide to the side. There's a huge amount of sideways dispersion. But I'm kind of accepting that, although the rate of misses here is pretty significant. A little bit too significant, so maybe I will take over the gun myself. Ah, good hit. Good hit. That ship is way more stubborn than I expected. Why did you stop shooting? Either go down. They must be going down. I think that's it. I think this is finally it. Let's take a look at what is going on. Okay. Maybe we've turned a little bit and you can't see it anymore.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy. Neuer Kurs 214.
Yeah, that was it. Oh no. They got my hopes up. Why do you do that? Okay, you know what. Let's do this ourselves. I have plenty of rounds, but yeah.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloy.
Slow down.
Eine Fahrt voraus.
Range to target 2.5. Yeah, let's start with that. We need to range first. 2.5 is way too little. Oh, what did I do now? Wait. Something went a little bit wrong there. Weird. That was weird. Why can't I keep increasing the range? What's going on now? There we go. Now it's working. Okay, let's go with 3. 3 should be good. I guess I'll need a bit more than 3. Yeah. 3, 7. Oh, that was off to the side. My bad. Once I have the range, it's gonna be child's play, but I first need to get the range. Yeah, that's the range. Increase a little bit, start shooting. Just laying into them now. Okay, that round fell short. Tube 3 has been repaired again, good. Another shot out. Good. Red flare. I hope that's a good sign. There goes another round. Another hit. Another detonation on board. How are they not sinking yet? I'm literally having to blast them apart. That round fell short. Okay, I'm shooting short, I need to increase the range. Yeah, that was a hit. Increase the range a little bit, fire again. And as you see, once I have the range, it's really child's play. We have the message now, she's going down. Finally! My god! What a stubborn, stubborn ship. Deck gun, hold fire.
Feuer einstellen!
But that doesn't mean that you're turning the gun front, huh? Watch crew on deck.
Seewache auf Brücke!
Okay, it's turning front. It's finally going down. My god. That boat took a lot of punishment. We are perfectly alright. A torpedo tube had been dinged a little bit, but that's not really an issue. I need to make sure that my crew is properly sorted here. We don't need you on repairs anymore, so you guys can go back and rest a little bit. And you know what, I don't want you up there, I want a sailor who is still kind of fresh. Yeah, let's take you. And you can go rest as well. Off into the stern quarters you go. Alright. That has been a long engagement. I can tell you that much. And as I said, it's not gonna happen that we manage to engage that convoy again before they get way too close to Gibraltar for comfort. Oh, look at the explosion back there. Yeah. So at this point we are going back out to sea. Turn east. We are going out to sea. And that's gonna be it. This is gonna be the end of today's episode. This is gonna be the end of this engagement. During the night I might try to bring the external reserves in if this weather holds. That's gonna give us 2 more torpedoes in our tubes. We'll try that. We'll try to do that. And then we'll see what else happens during this patrol. For now, I want to thank you very much for watching today's episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, despite everything. And I hope to see you again soon. Until then, have some really great days and goodbye. Oh, no, wait. I didn't tell you what kind of ship we sank. So let's take a quick look at that. It was a large freighter Type 1, 6,296 tons. Well, that's nice. That's a nice amount of tonnage. The tanker would have been much nicer. I think the tanker has about double that. But anyway, I'm taking what I can get, and it was not to be. But we still sank 1 ship. So I'm happy with that. So, once again, thank you very much, and until next time. Goodbye.